when I was at school, I remember the teacher saying to me, you're either going to end up in prison or you're going to end up being a drug dealer. And I just remember thinking, like, well, that's up to you, and that's your decision, that's what you think, but my decision is to do something different. And yeah, I proved him wrong. So yeah, but it's just when I was younger, that was probably a good view of what I was going to end up doing. Running my own business, no, it would never have been on the cards. I grew up central Birmingham, so yeah, completely different setting and surroundings than what we are here. Most places I wouldn't want you to film in. Debt doesn't discriminate, it never does, it affects everybody. Is us turning up and acting like bullies and threatening and intimidating people going to help either party? Not in my experience, no, it doesn't. But we do have to be forceful sometimes, when we're not there to be rolled over. We've got to be straight talking, we've got to say how it is, we've got to say things people don't particularly want to hear. Just the bill, mate, please. We need to do a £40 gift voucher for the man of the match as well.
Okay, yeah, no bother.
We'll do that afterwards. We've got the Diary of a Debt Collector football stadium just around the corner. The first time I went there, I just felt so peaceful. So this is the bench that I sat on for an hour and a half and made the decision that I was gonna get involved in the Vaders team, the Diary of a Debt Collector stadium, the Mini and Juniors Academy. This is where I just sat, and the weather was a lot better that day.
Who do you like to work for? Or work with, sorry?
Who, Steve?
Yeah.
Nightmare. He's a nightmare, honestly. He's a nightmare. He's got 101 things going on at once. But we get it done, don't we? We get there. We get there. So yeah, hopefully we could get a big fixture, FA Cup match or something. Villa or Man City, Liverpool, United, that would be good. I've met a few Premiership footballers that owe money to people. That's always quite interesting.
Does that come as a shock to their other half?
Yeah, sometimes, yeah. But genuinely, we've got a pretty good success rate because obviously most of them have the money to pay. It's just they don't want to.
Why do you think that is?
Ego. I'm not paying him. What's he going to do? That's what it comes down to. But we've got quite a good solution for that, and it's quite embarrassing. It takes a lot of explanation, doesn't it, when we turn up and we're speaking to you at your business or your home address, and it doesn't look good. So it takes a lot of explanation. Being involved in the stadium and being involved in seeing my company name branded, plastered all over, then in my eyes that's success. Like that's what I've always wanted, is to do something bigger than just me and bigger than just my company, but just to do something within the community that helps other people. And I think we've done that, and if we've not done it, then we're doing it, and it's the start of the journey, really. So yeah, I'm proud of where we are. Our business is getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and the growth is huge. So I try not to look at the negatives, and there are. I mean, look, there are lots of negatives. The recent budget didn't help. I mean, I laugh. If I don't laugh, I'll cry. But it didn't help anyone, any business owner, especially not one like mine, really in its infancy. And it did. It well and truly pissed on our bonfire. I'm not going to lie, but is me being upset going to make that change? No. I'm telling you, mate. It's. I know I've spoke to you about it before, but it's definitely something I would look into. There are lots of people that you feel sorry for, and that's clients and debtors. Yeah, some debtors I feel genuinely sorry for. I visited a debtor a couple of months ago, and he was on his hands and knees. What looked like a successful business, fell to his hands and knees in the middle of the office and just absolutely broke down.
In front of people?
In front of all of his staff. Yeah. But, and I've seen that before, so that's not unusual. Yeah.
Staff reacting in that situation?
But that is unusual. So that's really important, you see, because what the staff did was, they helped him up, mainly, got him back to his feet, and then 2 or 3 of them said, we've got a bit of money, I'd put some money in to help you. You've been a good boss to me for 20 odd years, and you know, I've got some money saved up, I can, and then somebody else, actually I could as well. And that to me was a reflection of what that person was like as not just as a business owner, not just as an employer, right? But as a human being, the way that his team reacted to him at his worst, you know, absolute worst. And he made some internal changes within the company and paid the debt, which was great. But actually, his company now is starting to get back on its feet, and he's got 2 new shareholders now, who've been there, you know, between them 40 years. Always going to have doubters, always. Somebody is always going to doubt you. It doesn't matter whatever you do, you know, whatever you do for a job, whatever you do socially, whatever you do in the community, people will always doubt you. But that's, you know, that's a lack of belief on their side. I've never let that hold me back. You know, I've always believed that I could do it, and I've always had that belief that, you know, if you work hard, you've got a vision, you want to do something, then you can do it. Yeah.